The movie opens with a silent police station filled with stunned policemen. The leader of the Crocodile Gang and his crew throw an officer against the wall, destroying a police station sign. Why? His wife was detained by the police for spitting. A police sergeant is beaten up as the gang leader informs him that his boss is only in commission because he pays dues to the Crocodile Gang. They leave the police station only to hear the unmistakable sound of the Axe Gang approaching. The crocodile leader tries to run back into the police station, but the doors and windows in the neighborhood are shut, locking them out. The brutal Axe Gang leader, named Brother Sum, approaches Crocodile, who immediately launches a firework into the sky, an alarm signal to call other members of his gang. But the leader of the Axe Gang informs him that his remaining gang members have already joined the Axe Gang. A gun battle breaks out. The Crocodile crew is eliminated. Crocodile tries to run but is decapitated. Brother Sum ruthlessly eliminates rivals and enforces fear through flamboyant violence and a synchronized dance of death. He axes Crocodile and kills his wife, asserting dominance over the city's criminal underworld. People living in a peaceful slum called Pig Sty Alley start their day. People struggling to clean up, carrying heavy loads, a tailor arranging his merchandise, a baker kneading dough. We see an eccentric landlord ripping off, teasing, and annoying his tenants. When the water in the community is shut off, an equally eccentric landlady is confronted by a tenant who happens to be a barber. The landlady accuses him and everyone else of not paying rent. She has started rationing water. Later, she catches her husband spying on women in the bathroom and beats him, throwing him out the window. Singh, a small-time crook with delusions of grandeur, oppresses children playing football by bursting their ball. He believes power and respect come only through fear and violence. Alongside his bumbling partner, Bone, they enter the barbershop in Pig Sty Alley, impersonating the infamous Axe Gang, trying desperately to instill fear. Bone gets a haircut, which they refuse to pay for. This quickly catches the attention of the community. Singh challenges a woman who is clearly stronger than him, then a man he sees as timid, then another he thinks is short and frail. They all prove more than he can handle. The barber then calls the landlady, who slaps Singh repeatedly with her slipper. Embarrassed, Singh throws a firework to scare the residents. Fortunately for him, the real Axe Gang shows up. An Axe Gang member tries to humiliate the barber, but is punched and mysteriously thrown into a barrel, his back broken. The gang launches a real gang firework. Brother Sum arrives at the slum, sees his lieutenant dying in a barrel, and terrorizes the community. As he tries to burn innocent civilians, he demands to know who injured his man. He is confronted by the heavy load carrier, who turns out to be a kung fu master. Brother Sum orders his death, but the load carrier springs into action, fighting the gang. The pinned-down tailor, also a hidden kung fu master, joins in, using his robe rings as a shield. They fight hundreds of Axe Gang members as the community watches. The Axe Gang, now defeated, discards their axes and picks up machine guns. The baker, the third kung fu master, springs into action, destroys the guns, and picks up his kneading rod. The three kung fu masters teach the Axe Gang a lesson they won't soon forget or forgive. Humiliated and seeking revenge, Brother Sum retreats to his club. They imprison Singh and Bone. On the verge of execution, Singh frees himself from the locks. The Axe Gang leader is impressed. Singh tells him he dreams of joining the gang. Brother Sum asks if he has killed someone. Singh says no. Brother Sum releases them, saying that killing is the criteria for joining. Back on the streets, Bone reflects on the kung fu he saw at Pig Sty Alley. Singh tells him to forget kung fu. When he was young, a man sold him the dream of becoming a kung fu master. He bought the manual and practiced, then tried to defend a deaf girl from bullies. He was beaten and urinated on. Now, all he wants is to make money and join the Axe Gang. They then rob an ice cream seller of her ice cream. Back at Pig Sty Alley, the furious landlady evicts the 3 kung fu masters for fighting the axe gang in her property. As tenants come out to thank them, they rise against her. As she screams, Sing and Bone return to the alley, trying to kill the landlady. Sing ends up stabbing himself. Then Bone stabs him again and again. They throw the knife handle at the landlady, who discovers them. In an attempt to scare her, Bone throws a basket of snakes on Sing. A snake bites him on the mouth. As the landlady chases him down, the snake bite ironically triggers a transformation. Deep within, Sing begins awakening latent kung fu abilities. His kung fu heals his wounds miraculously. Sing meets Bone on the street. As they watch a beautiful girl pass by, 2 blind men carrying musical instruments block their view. They mock the blind men. These blind men head to Brother Sum's club. They turn out to be assassins hired to avenge the defeat at Pig Sty Alley. The assassin musicians use a magical guqin, Chinese zither, to summon spectral blades that slice their victims with supernatural precision. They infiltrate Pig Sty Alley, killing the unaware load carrier in a haunting, balletic assassination. Next, they attack the tailor, who discovers the plot and defends himself. A fight breaks out in his shop, and he's dragged outside. As the assassins try to finish him, the baker joins the fight, helping counter the invisible musical swords. Overwhelmed, the 2 are saved by the landlord and landlady. With a thunderous scream, the landlady destroys the musical instrument. The landlord joins the fight. He is a former master of the toad style, a deadly forbidden technique. With Pig Sty Alley defenseless, the landlord and landlady reveal their martial arts prowess. She is a screeching, chain-smoking blur of speed and sonic power. Together, they drive out the assassins in a battle that tears through walls and streets. They warn Brother Sum never to return. The community scolds the landlord and landlady for keeping their kung fu secret. They demand to be taught. The couple refuses, explaining that fighting is futile. They lost their son in a fight. The 3rd kung fu master dies. Sing and Bone are chased off a tram after hassling a clerk. They rob the ice cream girl again, who turns out to be the deaf girl nuns Sing once tried to protect. A remorseful Sing sends Bone away, telling him the thug life isn't for him. He should return to his farm and raise pigs. Sing is snatched by the axe gang and taken to the gang club. He is given an assignment: break into an asylum to free a notorious murderer. Map in hand, he scales the asylum and frees the Beast, a legendary martial artist so powerful and insane he's been locked away for decades. The axe gang asks the Beast his price. He replies that he'll kill a worthy opponent for free. For demonstration, he shoots at himself and catches the bullet mid-air. They are convinced. The Beast steps into the gambling room. The landlord and landlady come to finish off the axe gang and fight him. The Beast defeats them initially. The landlady uses her lion's roar and wins. But the Beast tricks them by begging. The fight resumes and ends in a stalemate. Sing breaks the stalemate, hitting Brother Sum and the Beast on the head. The Beast, enraged, beats Sing nearly to death. The landlady and landlord rescue him. Brother Sum, angry that the Beast let them escape, is killed. The axe gang and the Beast hunt them down to Pig Sty Alley. The landlady and landlord treat Sing and discover he survived the Beast's attack because he might possess kung fu. The gang attacks. Sing, now fully awakened, transformed like a blooming butterfly, is unrecognizable in skill and composure. He tells the couple he will handle it. He returns just in time. His transformation is complete. No longer a petty crook, but a true martial arts prodigy. In a surreal, gravity-defying fight against the gang, Singh dominates as the landlady and landlord watch. The beast, beaten, unleashes the toad-style technique. Singh uses the Buddhist palm technique, conjuring celestial power and smashing through the heavens and rooftops. The battle climaxes with Singh plummeting from the sky. Flattening the beast with divine force. Amazed, the beast yields and acknowledges defeat. The axe gang is dismantled. Peace returns to Pig Sty Alley. Singh opens a humble candy shop with Bone. The ice cream seller reconnects with him in a tender, redemptive moment that hints at love and healing. The final shot shows the same man who sold the Kung Fu dream to Singh, passing martial arts books to curious children. As you've probably noticed, this is one of the few videos on our channel. Please like, subscribe, and turn on notifications to encourage us to create more content.